Guys, good morning on a lovely Sunday morning. This is JM once again, morning as Candy Vendor. For this Sunday, here in Cebu, we are right now still on ECQ. Hopefully, by the end of this month, we will transition to uh, GCQ. And right now, we are starting, according to what I read on the news, it's still on a gradual lockdown or somewhat like you say, isolated lockdowns for places. For this Sunday live video that I want to share, this is about how to prepare for your little one's future. Sometimes some of us would prepare when they are 5 or 6, they're 7, right? But do you know, guys, for those preparations, guys, it has to start from prior to being a dad. Because why? Even though you are single, you have to be ready for everything. It has to have a mindset change. Even though you're single, your mindset should be thinking that I am a family man. Why? Because by then you would prepare yourself to whatever changes that would occur, moving forward, right? When it happened, it's not a culture shock for you. You're gonna be ready, right? And how do you prepare for your little one's future? This is the thing that I will be discussing this Sunday. Um, when you know that it's already positive that your partner is pregnant, not to be positive for any other else, but only for that your wife or your partner is pregnant. This is also a signal that you have to have a little um what you call this, piggy bank. You have to on those days, guys, you have to already like start saving like 100 pesos to around 50 pesos to save for those days. And the other thing is you can also open an account in land bank or any bank in your area, and then start saving like around 50 to 100 pesos on a daily basis. Because why? During those times, that's 9 months, 30 days per month times 9, and you have to be ready for that. By the time that the kid would go out, guys, you still have to have that kind of practice. You have to be ready for that. Because why? By the time the kid would be 5, 6 years old, he's going to be on nursery. It By then you're already prepared, guys, because of those savings that you have. You can give some to your kid on the time that he is studying, right, for the tuitions and such. The time he goes grade 1, you have already something. You just have to continue those things, guys. And on the time that you have saved, you can also start a small business by then, guys. uh, when you start a business, guys, it should be, first you have to look into what makes you happy, um, what your partner ability is. Then you merge into one business with a common goal that you have to prepare for your little one. And when you start that business, guys, as it grows along the way, guys, as your savings go, also, it should not stop. By then, um, you're a little bit readying your kid that this is the business that I will be starting. This will be future that you would be getting when once you get around the legal age. And once you're studying, this is the thing that you're gonna spend for your college or your high school or your elementary, um, or in your kindergarten days or nursery days, right? Well, sometimes our mindset is like, he's still 1 year old. I'm gonna save at 5 years old. No, No, that should not be the case, guys. Because if you say by 5 years old, it's too late already. Boy, if your kid is already going to nursery, you should be you would be on a advanced stage of saving rather than you start from prior to those days, right? The mindset and the kid when it's already like having like you do have a kid, right? It's already confirmed. Then you still continue. When your kid graduates from college, guys, the thing is how do you prepare for his future after college? Because actually after college, that's life really. Because when you're studying, most of the time it's like theory, theory, right? Don't see. Even though you're some of those people that would go on OJT would say this is not in the books. This is different because OJT is different. Also, after you um go to OJT for your kid, and they're after OJT, it's a different thing. Also, after they graduate, it's a different thing. It's a whole new ball game. How do you prepare him to assume the thing that you have started? This the business that you have started. Even if it's like already steady, guys. Don't let your kids start right then and then at a higher position. Let your kids start on the lower position, the rank and file position. Why would I say that that should be the thing? Because by then, guys, if he works harder, he goes up, and when he's on the top already, guys, if there are some uh, issues along the way on decision making, guys, he would really consider a lot of things. He would know the pros and cons. When an idea would be presented to him, uh, he would know which idea is acceptable or not. And doing so, you're practicing your kid to be open-minded to a lot of things. Because why? some are some that grew sometimes would be close-minded. They only would like listen on something that's gonna benefit them. But in reality, guys, it shouldn't be that way. Our kids growing up should be um, open-minded. They should see both sides of the story, guys. How do you practice your kid to see both sides of the story? You have to let them learn from the bottom part, from the start. Because when you started the business, you didn't start head on, right? Because some people, some nowadays, because they have business, they think that they have money. It's like you start a business right then and then. No, it goes through a process. And if you want to prepare your little kid for his or her future, you have to somewhat like let him feel the more rock and file life. Let him feel him, let him grow there. Because when he goes to upper levels in the whole organization, by then he's gonna be ready. He would be a leader that would listen to both sides. He would not be um, a leader of an organization or a business that would only listen to one side. When he is presented with a document and such, he's going to be ready. He's going to be built in for everything. Even what kind of turmoil that he would be encountering, he would be ready. He would be open minded to those kind of things. He would be like built in for the battle. Think of it this way: if you look into the generals, right, you don't see those generals in the field, right? But they are credited for the things that they do. Why? Those rock and file, those foot soldiers that are uh, on the ground. Before he became a general, there was a general prior to him. He was a he was a foot soldier, right? He has decisions, but sometimes when they are critical, he has to ask uh, advices from those generals prior to him. and now he is the one manning things when there are a lot of issues along the way, when his foot soldiers would somewhat like have critical thinking, and they won't be able to decide for themselves. They're going to ask that general, and that general started from there. That's why when it would be like a successful one, they would credit him because why? He started things. And that's that's how you raise your kid. It's not like you say, nah, or son, this should be the one that you do. No, let him develop to be the person that he is. But when you see that there are something that are wrong, they are onset, then that's the time to tell. Now, this is only a suggestion. Why don't you do this? You do that. I think this. Uh, you're going into the wrong direction. Why not do this? Why not do that? Right? Because by then, at the end of the day, you're preparing him to be battle. You're preparing your kid to be battle ready. Because why? If you say everything that he does, you say you have a say for it and such. Not do this again like that. What's gonna happen, guys? Your kid's not gonna be battle friendly. And what's gonna happen, guys, if you're not there? Because in reality, guys, life is baptism and you get out from the womb, marriage, and then death. What if it comes to a point that you don't expect that you would be, as we all would know, we would go to our judgment, and you didn't prepare your kid for those kind of things, guys. Who's gonna suffer, guys? It's gonna be your kid, right? And you don't want that to happen. How do you prepare your kid? That's what I meant. That you have to let him start from rank and file. Let him see the whole picture of the business before he goes to the top management, and don't dictate him what he does or he thinks. But when you see that they are wrong, you can say, "Nah, I think son, what he did is a little bit awkward. Can't you do this? Try this." This is only a suggestion. Even because why at the time, guys, that your kid goes 30, 40 years old, guys, you're already at a retirement status, right? You're at home, right? But your kid's gonna ask you some options when there are difficult times. When you give your opinion to them, guys, they're gonna listen, right? They're gonna listen, but they are the one that's gonna make decisions. By the time that we are not there already, guys, you're not gonna be having problems because you know that that kid was battle ready, just the same as I did when I used to be a kid. My dad wouldn't mingle a lot on my decisions. He was there. He looked into me on making my decisions. When he sees that I've done something wrong that he can help fix, he's gonna tell. He told me, he tells me what needed to be done, and from there on, guys, voila. When I made the decision, it was the right decision because I saw both sides of the story. Some parents nowadays is like when they have their kid make decisions, they should have a say on it. When what they say should be what should be followed. No, guys. Think of it this way: what if it comes to the point that you're not there and your kid makes decisions? Right? Where does he go? Into the grave to ask for you to come back? No, right? By then, guys, you're not there. He's gonna be battle ready. He's gonna be fine with everything, guys. And that's how you prepare your kid, guys. It has to start from you changing your mindset from single to married. After that, When you know that he's coming out, you have the piggy bank first and the bank or savings. Don't think of it as it's a saving, or think of it as a trash savings, guys. Because what, when that time, when time the need or the need arises, guys, you have to something to fall back. And when you start a business, guys, uh, think of when you start a business, think of your what makes you happy, what's gonna be progressive. Look into your partner's ability, guys. Then merge it into one when you start a business, guys. When your kid is growing, never let him be on the top right then and then. Let him experience what's life in the company that you started, from the rock and file start till where he would come into the leadership position. By then, guys, when he wouldn't create decisions, he would be uh, making the right decisions, guys. Looking to both sides, the pros and cons. When he sees the pros and cons, and he would create a sound decision. It never ever um, be a dictator to your kid, guys. Because guys, being a dictator would not have good results, guys. It would hamper your kids' ability, guys, in making decision. Just be there to shadow him if you see that there are things that you can provide to your kid. Then provide it, but may make him make the decision on his own. Because when he makes that decision, guys, I can assure you he's gonna make a great decision, guys. He's gonna be making the sound decision. He's gonna be a better person by the time comes. And guys, this is my live video for this Sunday morning, guys. This is JM once again, morning ice candy vendor. Hoping that hoping that you have takeaways from it. You've learned from it. You can follow me through my page here on YouTube through JM Teachbox and John Michael Moron, the two channels that I have. And to my live stream on Facebook, you can find me as John Michael Moron. And you can hit the notification and the subscribe button not to be late, or you would be passing on some of my episodes. And you can hit the like and the follow button on Facebook if you were able to find it on Facebook. And um, you can follow my account on Instagram. That's JM Bookkeeping Services and Assorted Products, and on Twitter, that's JM Bookkeeping Services and Assorted Products. And you can find me on LinkedIn as John Michael Morrow. Hit for Facebook, you can hit the like button and follow button for not to be left behind by any episodes that I would be creating, guys. And thank you for viewing on the Sunday. Hope you're doing fine on the Sunday. Then this is a wrap for me on the Sunday, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, and this is JM one more time, the morning ice cream.